China has given Bitcoin and Ethereum the green light. I'm going to talk about that and more in today's episode. Thank you for watching. My name is DaVinci Jeremy. I'm in the pipe 5x5, standing live here in Dubai. How you doing out there? Hope you're doing well. Thank you for coming to watch today's show. I'm sure you clicked on this video because you saw the thumbnail and you saw this wicked thumbnail that looks similar to this, and it was like, oh my god, I gotta click on that. Yes, I never do crazy thumbnails like that. Oh, wait a minute, I just did. Anyways, how you doing, folks, man? Oh, wow, it's going to be a crazy show today. We're going to be talking about, all the regulation that's coming out. It's all just the scare tactics. We're going to see some more of the scare tactics that they're going to be putting out there to get you away from crypto, to get you selling your crypto, because, hey, you know what? If you're an industry player and you want to buy crypto, the only way you could do it is if somebody sells it to you, because this is a limited supply. so they have to get you to sell it to them. So you have to watch out for the news, because that's what they're only about, is just making sure that you do the opposite, right, of what's best for you, right? So make sure you stay aware of what is going on in the news and how the news is just basically just trying to manipulate you. And so this way you could easily do the opposite and make money and be wealthy. Okay, so let's get on with today's show. Today, I just want to just quickly point out that regulating crypto, it's about time. You see Forbes, right? Remember what I told you guys about all these mainstream media companies? If they are telling you something, right, you might, and you feel a certain way, right, about what they just said, you could understand that that's what they were trying to go for. So if that's how you feel, right? If you feel fearful, right? If you feel that, oh man, I'll just wait until regulation is fully implemented, well, that's what they want from you. So if you act based on what that headline said, that is exactly what they want, and you want to do the opposite of what you feel, how you should act based on that headline, right? And obviously it's just to sell or wait, right? And then they go on to World Wide Web inventor Tim Berners-Lee calls crypto dangerous and likens it to gambling. Okay, well, whilst that's partially true, I agree. It can be dangerous if you're not careful, if you do not understand what is going on, how you can get robbed. Like, for example, just the other day, I was walking out to get something, and somebody stopped me. That I was at a grocery store, and they were saying, "Hey, you know what? I want your pictures." And hey, you know what? I'm talking to you here on. And I'm like, "That's not me. You're not talking to me. That is somebody else. That is somebody pretending to be me." So please be careful. This is why a lot of people lose money in crypto space, because it is dangerous. It is there is people that like to speculate and spend way too much money on their speculation because they want to be rich overnight. And I told these people that had met me that, listen, don't try to hit one out of the park, right, by buying some dangerous coin, some altcoin. Yes, there are altcoins that will do well, that will make you money. However, the majority of them will not. So just stick with Bitcoin, stick with Ethereum, buy some, save it until it becomes money, and then you'll do well. You'll be well better off than most people around the world. And the key thing is just to save it, buy it, and forget it. I've told you the story many times about my ex-girlfriend becoming a millionaire because she bought a bunch of Bitcoin and forgot about it, and she's rich now. So you can be the same way, right? In 8 years from now, you all that Bitcoin that you bought, you will be a multimillionaire. Why not do that? It's a simple thing to do. Okay, here in CoinDesk, right? Another scary situation here, a scary article actually. Retail crypto investors in emerging economies hit hardest by FTX Terra collapse, BIS says. The crypto market lost more than 450 billion after Terra's implosion in May 2022, and another 200 billion after FTX bankruptcy in November, report said. Now, I never really thought about this, but a lot of these people, investors, were smaller investors in emerging markets such as Nigeria and Africa, all throughout Africa, and small places like the Philippines and Indonesia that don't make a lot of money. And think about how those people were affected. So they don't make a lot of money, and that they got completely wiped out by holding their funds in exchanges. And we're going to talk about a story about a Melbourne person also losing a lot of money. It is a scary thing. Please, 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 please learn how to take possession of your crypto, because that's the point of it, or else you're going to lose a lot of money when you leave your money on these exchanges. Losing money in a risky investment isn't exactly a new phenomenon. Last year, American investors lost 9 trillion due to the falling stock prices alone. More than 450 billion vanished from a crypto market following the collapse of Terra Luna in May 2022, and 200 billion lost in the FTX bankruptcy in November, the report says. The BIS institution, owned by central banks, analyzed the data from crypto exchanges app for 95 countries and on-chain data and daily distribution of Bitcoin holdings collected from the into the block. Data showed that from August of 2015 to December 2022, almost 3/4 of the users downloaded the crypto platform app, and price of Bitcoin was above $20,000. That's a lot of people. So you're talking about a lot of investors who use these apps and basically we don't know how many people outside of the United States and Europe and all that are pretty wealthy lost a lot of basically their life savings. I don't know how people manage to recover from that. It is a sad, sad situation. Okay, so you could talk about another example, right, of a sad situation, but this guy's in a first world country, right? Aussie man loses 105K when Celsius crypto exchange goes bankrupt, right? The IT worker Paul Windell had a crypto portfolio of 700K. At the peak of the large portion of that sat with the Celsius exchange. So he put most of it right in Celsius, unfortunately, but not all of it, but the large portion of it. And that has gone. He had like 70 his 72,000 US dollar valuation was gone. Right, went to zero, basically zero. Because I don't think Celsius is going to give anything back, and here's why. The documents from the New York State Supreme Court were suing Mashinsky for civil fraud charges. It says that the chief executive engaged in a scheme to defraud hundreds of thousands of investors by using false, misleading representation to induce them to deposit billions of dollars in digital assets with his cryptocurrency lending company. Yeah, I noticed that there's a recurring theme here. Please, people, please do not try to earn interest on your crypto. Do not do that, right? Why you're taking a risk in crypto? Why add additional risk? Because when you try to earn interest in any endeavor, you are taking on additional risk. And most of the time, when you're trying to earn interest with crypto, it's a scam. It's not possible. And even if it is, it's to your detriment. If they're actually getting interest, then that means the only way they can do that is by giving your crypto to somebody else who's going to sell it in the market. reducing the price and value of your crypto. So don't do that. Don't do that. Okay. Valuable lessons here, people. Valuable lessons. Please take them to heart, right? I considered getting out 550,000 and stupidly didn't. Okay, so once you see crypto start to make some money for you, make sure, right? Let's just say you start dollar cost averaging today. When do you start taking a little bit of profits and enjoying it? Well, I would suggest that once Bitcoin gets over its all-time high, you start going, okay, well, you know what? I'm going to take out my initial investment at the very least and spend that. Spend that on whatever. Buy yourself a bag, buy yourself a car, buy yourself whatever you want, right? So that you feel that you've gotten something out of all the everything that's happened in the price rise. And this way, right? If anything else happens, if it goes to zero, it's not the end of the world, right? You did get something back. You did get the money, your wealth back. Okay. Wow. Oh man, this lady. Wow. I cannot believe she got away with this, but she actually didn't. When you think about it, and I'm going to read what happened to her. The crypto queen on FDI's it's supposed to be most wanted list for 3 billion scam killed on the yacht. Now, I was like, what? I didn't hear that. I heard she just disappeared. The missing crypto queen, listed among the FBI's 10 most wanted for scamming investors and disappearing with millions, was killed on a yacht 5 years ago. It has been claimed. That means this is just that's a story. It's not really been corroborated by the authorities. It goes on. It's pretty gruesome, right? Documents claim that Ruha, the lady who was in that picture, who was reported also closely connected to Taki, was actually killed on a drug lord's order as he wanted to cover up his involvement in OneCoin affair. The incident allegedly happened on a yacht in Greece in November 2018, after which Ignatova's body was dismembered and thrown into the Ionia. Oh, I don't know what the name of that sea is, as stated in the documents. Wow, that's pretty gruesome. Yeah. So yeah, she is most likely dead. That's unfortunate for her, but hey, if you're dealing crime, that's what happens. Kind of gruesome. But this lady, she did rob a lot of people, and I knew some of the people that she did rob. It was horrible. I kept trying so hard to tell people not to invest in this OneCoin because there was no source code. There was no open source. There's nothing. And people were totally convinced that this was real. It was so bad that they were telling people, oh, look, it's a double. Your account has doubled, but you can't withdraw. It had triple. It going up 10x. Can't withdraw. So sad. Okay. Hong Kong's crypto hub ambitions win quiet backing from Beijing. Yes. Okay, so not quite the nod as you expected, but still, that's impressive. I didn't think Hong Kong would be allowed to have crypto, since it is now part of China, and China doesn't support crypto. So by allowing it in Hong Kong, I guess that that means that maybe eventually they'll open it up to the Chinese public. So I'm really excited about that. I hope that the Chinese market does gain access to crypto, because that will allow them to get some freedom away from the draconian measures that's going on in China. It's pretty scary over there. Okay, let's get on to crypto charts and see what's going on. You can see what's happening here now is that we are creating a rising wedge. So we can see that Bitcoin is on the cusp of breaking out. It's on the cusp of breaking out. If we break above approximately the 25K and close a beautiful daily candle or even a 4 hour candle and stay above a green candle above there. Yeah, it's off to the races. But I think what we're going to see is another retest of the lower level here. It might not touch the green level, so make sure maybe start some buying orders here, because this is, as I've said, right? Once we broke above the 25K, we're going higher to 30K. It's not going to be easy, of course, to trade, and it hasn't been. So if anything below the 24,645, you start buying. You do a stop loss approximately, unfortunately, all the way down here. They may not make it easy. At the 23,832 is where you would make your stop loss, and yeah, that's where you would see most gains, whereas Bitcoin continues higher to about approximately 30K before we see any kind of major correction, and we might not see one, but that's the most likely case where we're going to see a correction at 30K. All right, so make sure that you have your Davitars. I sometimes sweep the floor, so make sure you own your Davitar today, because there's still lots of prizes and lots of rewards that are being given out. Anyone who owns the call feature, they can actually get another call with me. So even if you've already used it once, it's been reset right now, so you can get another call, or you can sell that call NFT to someone else, right? And they can get a 20-minute call with me. So if you have one, make sure that you use it. Also, in the next little while, we're going to be giving away a yacht trip. If you're available in Dubai, you have to be in Dubai to have access to this yacht trip. We're going to have one sometime soon, so make sure you get that property and join me on the yacht. Okay, let's head over to Ethereum. Wow, Ethereum is pretty much the same thing. We've drawn out the exact same thing, but it was there we go. There is, yeah, this thing actually, this trend line goes way back, and we can see that we are creating that rising wedge pattern, and a breakout means we're heading to the 2K price target we've been talking about for quite some time. Again, you're just looking for it to return to give us an entry target. Let's just see. This target might have been extended actually above the 2K, if you ask me, because look at this. Because there's an AB equals CD pattern that could take this thing a lot higher, maybe. Let's see here. Or maybe just straight to the 2K. No, closer to the 2K, but just under. So there's the AB equals CD, right? We could end up just below the 2K, but I think this is just giving us a target, a general target for this breakout. It's not actually a pattern that you want to use. It's actually a reversal pattern. If we get to the 1900 and we see it slow down, and that's a point where we can actually take, reverse our trade. But that's just a targeting mechanism, not a. It's not that I use. It is not actually a trading pattern. You're not supposed to use it that way. You're supposed to use it as a reversal pattern. Okay, well, we can see that's where Ethereum could possibly go, and so this is why we want to see if we can get in here at the lower levels. Approximately, I would say we should start buying Ethereum and going along anything below the 1683, and then it would take this thing higher. We're going to take this thing a lot higher. Of course, the stop losses has to be set approximately at 1650, so that's where you have to set your stop losses and walk away should that break, and maybe even reverse the trade to a short, as this could take us all the way back down to the 15, approximately the 1555 area. Okay, well, thank you all for watching. Thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed today's show. I know I did. And remember, Bitcoin's real. Bitcoin's here to stay, and you need to be a part of it. You need to buy some. Now, go get some. Cheers.